Hi, my name is Jada Kelly. This is my very first recorded discussion post for our Deviance and Social Control class. I want to start this off by saying thank you to anyone who decided to click on my post and watch my video. I want to spend some time now and relate something that I'm currently doing over the summer with some of the terms and concepts that were introduced in the book, specifically social norms, law, and formal sanctions, rather deviance in a whole. So something that I've decided to do over the summer with the rest of the KSU mock trial team is writing our own mock trial case. And in doing that, it all begins with picking a deviant event and then building upon that. So the deviant event that we chose to write about was my death. I die. The way that this all starts is at a college party. There's a lot of drinking going on, and as you know, drinking, it's not technically a deviant event. I also want to talk about that a little bit, because moderation is great. Drinking in moderation is completely fine. Society views that as a fine thing to do. However, when you start drinking too much, when you start getting drunk, publicly intoxicated, a public nuisance, this is where a deviant event in and of itself begins to form. And it's a very thin line in the sand that's spread across so many different people. If you have a higher tolerance, you can drink more. If you have a lower tolerance, you should only have one drink. It's an interesting concept that society looks at, which has so much fluctuation. But murder doesn't, right? And I was murdered, which also has to do with the deviant event that occurs before that, which was the breaking up of a relationship. I mean, someone was cheating on somebody else, which isn't criminal by any means, but letting that get to your head and you killing someone is. But that's really all I wanted to talk about regarding this chapter. It really introduces us to a lot of different key terms, and I wanted to take some of those key terms and relate them to my own personal experiences in the writing that I've been doing. If anybody wants to see the case that we are writing and get a little sneak peek, please indicate that in the comments, and I'll most certainly reply and give you a little snippet, or better yet, I'll talk about it in another discussion post. That way I can spread this out a little longer and continue explaining it, because it's been a really interesting experience writing this. But thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.